Thanks so much for coming. For those that are still here, so this happened yesterday. Um, I was I went yesterday. I had morning duty. So that means I left out 2. Yeah, I came out. I was going to take the bus because I take the bus home. I was going to take the bus, walk to the bus station and sat down. Then this guy came. Black guy, young looking guy, like smallish guy, like he's not tall. Like if I think I'm taller, I should be taller than him. And I'm a 5'6". So for a guy, that's not really a tall guy. So he came and he was he had this attitude all around that I should give him that I should please give him that. Do I have the police number? I should give it to him. I say, me, I have police number. Like, people just have that. Like, I've never had to call the police directly. So I didn't see it. Like, why should I have the police number on me? And I told him, okay, just check the internet, because if I was in trouble, I would quickly go to the internet to get police number, if that was, the number for the police. So he now called. He now said he didn't have internet. I went to my own internet, brought out the number and showed him. He typed it out and started calling police. He said and this was him, that he's going back to Africa, that he wants to go back to Africa now, that he's going back to Africa, that he wants them to take him back to his country, that he has to go back, that the police come and take him back, that this place is rubbish and this and that and that. I told him, Oga, calm down. We can talk. I asked him, where are you from? He said he's Nigerian. I said, okay, good. I'm Nigerian too. That means we can talk. And now, what happened, Seth? And after he called the policeman, he was trying to talk to the policeman because this guy didn't understand German. So it was obvious that he was kind of new in Germany. The police guy who was talking to was also trying to speak English, but his English wasn't like, how do I call it? Like, English is his second language. So when you're speaking to someone who has, you understand, you have to speak slowly and clearly. But this guy beside me, let's call him Mr. A. Mr. A was just there talking with all his Nigerian accent. Even though he was trying to have like Oyibo accent inside, to be sincere, he was trying to have Oyibo accent. But he kept on having this accent happening there, And I called him. And I say, wait, let me talk to the police guy that you're talking to. Maybe I can help you. Then I picked the phone. I didn't take the phone, like I put the phone on loudspeaker and I started talking to the police guy in German so that he can feel more comfortable and I can understand what he's trying to say. So this guy who is not understanding, because no matter what the police guy said, this guy kept on saying, oh, I want to go home. Oh my God, my boss is here. Hello. Herr Marcus. Herr Hoffmann is here. Hello. Spread Mr. Sudabist. Okay. Also, ich erzähle jetzt gerade was mir gestern passiert ist. Also genau vor der Uni habe ich jemanden betroffen. Ja, dann geht's weiter. Naja. Also, so I now tried to talk to the police guy. The police guy now tried to explain to him that, see, I understand that you're angry and you want to go back to your country for whatever reason it is, but the police cannot just carry you to the airport and put you on a plane and send you back home. It's not the police job. Funny thing is, Germany is very organized. Like, it's organized to a fault. Over organization, they worry them. So, this guy is not expecting police to come and put him in plane. The police guy is telling him, I can't take you to the plane. Sorry, sorry. So, I was not trying to explain. Okay, the policeman is saying that he can't put you in a plane. Listen, I'm telling all the time. I'm telling this guy was not trying to calm down and behave like somebody's actually trying to help you. Like, calm down. Let's have a talk. Okay. When we ended that, I asked the policeman. The policeman told me what next to do, who else he should call, who is responsible for him, and that person should make the call that he should go back to Nigeria. I said, okay. I said, thank you. So I felt over to try to discuss with him. Like, guy, don't be angry. What happened actually? So he started explaining how when he came, he registered himself as a minor. And now these people are saying that he's not a minor. So apparently there's supposed to be a test that he does, that he should do, and that test should show if he's a minor or he's an adult. So according to him, they didn't do the test. According to him, they didn't do the test, and they just went straight ahead and wrote the age, an adult age there. I don't want to be too specific. He now got angry and was like, okay, he felt like he was being set up to be deported, then got angry and left the place, took a bus and ended up at my workplace. I'm like, oh my God, okay. I was not like, oh, at that moment, I'm trying not to take sides because this is a Nigerian guy. I'm trying not to be too much on your side because this is a, how do I call it? This is not our country. If it's Nigeria, it's easier for me to make noise. But I can't make that kind of noise in a country that is not my country. By the way, if you're interested in coming on this live video, please let me know. We'll just have a talk, and you're free to ask me any questions on the issue. I'm totally open because I feel like I should be having these ranting sessions more often. So this and I explained to him, this guy was like, he wants to go home. I said, okay, no wahala. I told him to call the person who is responsible for him. I can't really explain all of that in English because I didn't know about those what do you call it, those provisions in English. Sorry, I only know them in German. So I asked him to call that guy. He told me, oh, that he can't call the guy, that the guy is a bad guy. I'm like, hey, so do you want to sleep outside in the cold? The temperature here is under 10 degrees. And you want to sleep outside in the cold? Okay, where are you going to sleep? He does not know. Where do you live? Far away. Like, he doesn't even live in my city. He lives so far away. I don't even think he lives in my, what do you call it? My state. That's what you call it. Because the what do you call it? The postal code there was far. Like, my brain, like, there's some postal code you see that this postal code has nothing to do with me. Like, it's far away from here. So I was like, okay, so what's your plan? He said he wants to go home, that the police should come and pick him up and go home. Police is telling you, we are not taxi service. We don't pick people up and drop them at the airport. If you have an issue, call the guy who is in charge of you and let that person file a formal complaint. So going on to talk with this guy on, and he was explaining how he just got into the country like 2 years ago, and since he came, that the government has not done anything for him. How government has not done anything for him, did not buy him clothes, did not take care of him, and now that he has to go, that he's tired of this suffering, that he's tired of it, he has to go now, that he's going back to Nigeria now. I'm like, guy, calm down. How will the government do not do anything for you? Is there a place where you are sleeping? At least, are you sleeping outside? He said no. You are sleeping at least in a camp, Abi? He said yes. That place they're giving you guys food. That means you're getting food to eat every day. He said yes. I'm like, because I know that food is not very awesome. The food is not really great, but at least it will keep you alive for the next day in the camp where they stay. I've visited once, but yeah, I don't know much about what they eat and everything. And I asked him, so what did you register for school? He said yes, that he told them that he wants to go to school, but they did not put him in school. That how can they not put him in school? I'm like, hey, at this point I was already angry, because how can you come to somebody else's country and be so audacious? You're so audacious. You just, I don't know how to put it. Like, it's different when you say, there's a difference when you say, I wanted to go to school, but these people didn't put me in school, or they're not helping me find school, so I want to go home because I'm tired of this. I'm not moving forward in my life. I need to progress, and I think going back to Nigeria is a better option for me now. I'm tired of trying with Germany. There's a difference between saying that and saying that these people did not do anything for me. They did not buy me clothes. They did not do that one. I'm like, me? I've been in Germany since 2018. I'm here thinking, who buy me clothes though? Who buy me clothes? Because if we have to judge this matter fair and square, I came on my own funds. I added to the economy. And yet, after adding to the economy, I still have to work every month for me to get paid. So nobody come and say, you stayed almost 1 year in Germany without a job. Oh, that means you were just spending your own personal money. Oh, that means that we are going to dash you money. Nobody ever said that, and I didn't ask questions. Then you came. The country said we can receive asylum seekers. You came to the country. They now offered you what they had at the time, which comparing now with the last 5 years, they've taken away a lot of benefits though. Truth. They've taken a lot of benefits. Comparing now till then, they've taken a lot of benefits, but at least they allowed you to come. And you are here shouting and embarrassing me that is trying to help you. At this point, I've missed my boss like 5 times. Like, my boss was kind of, I think he comes twice every 10 minutes, something like that. Like, he came very, very often. Each time he came, I had to tell you to go because I was either helping him with the telephone or helping him to talk to somebody or try to convince him to understand what the other person on the other end is saying. And I told you, and now we finally called the guy who is in charge of him. The guy said, that they were doing a test. Rhoda, calm down. The river is cold. If you read that, what she said in the river, his brain will block. So the one that we are complaining will not be better than the way it is. So Anna told brother. And now we finally called the guy who is in charge of him. The guy in charge of him said, please, if there's a way you can get him to me, I'll get him back to where they were, which was far away. And I'm here thinking, how did he live there? Like, I know where he was. I think I visited the place. Like, I just came close to the gate a couple of times. And I was only able to get there because we went to someone's car, a church member's car. Like, without car, you will walk miles to get there. I'm like, how did this guy run from there? Out of that place, enter the city. He now said that he left there and he took a bus. You do not know where the bus was going to, and you follow. Just imagine that this guy now entered Besse and ended up in France, or it will turn to police matter. Like, it won't become more serious, or he could even lose self because he doesn't understand any German. Me and I said, okay, don't worry. I will still help you. At this moment, people had come to the bus station. People were standing around. I felt embarrassed, sincerely. I said, all right, let's be going. As I'm going, he was making. I told him, can you stop embarrassing me? Let's just go and take a taxi. I asked the guy what I should do and everything. He explained what to do and what I should tell the taxi guy. I should tell the taxi guy that when they get, or the lady, that when they get to the camp where he was, or where this guy who is in charge of Mr. A is, that they should call him and he will pay for the taxi. I was like, at least there's a solution to get this guy back to where he was. We are now walking to go and take a taxi. It was a little distance. I'm telling the guy, I was not trying to advise this guy, calm down, okay? Calm down. This gree will not help any of us. I'm sure there's MFM church in Germany. There should be Mountain of Fire, but I've not located. I located Winners last week. For the first time, I located one Nigerian church last week. 3 years. It took me 3 years to locate one Nigerian church. At least that's close to me. I know there are some. I know there's Christ Embassy. There's Redeem. I know there are, but I don't know where they are. Yeah. So, and I think they are far away from me small. So, as we are getting a car, we'll be going to pick it up. I'm telling you, I'm a nice person. I just realized, through the power of the Holy Spirit, I'm a nice person. So we started working. I was trying to advise him, that guy, calm down. You can't be acting all entitled. There's a way these things work. This is a structured society. If you enter a structured society, you behave like them. If they're talking to you, you calm down. Don't be doing gree. This is not Nigeria where if you do gree, everybody be afraid. Here, they'll look at you like you're a crazy person. You get, this guy will sit there saying that, what did they do for me? That if not for this phone that they bought for him. I said, oh, they even bought you tablet. Because it was not a phone, he was using a tablet to make this call. So they bought you a tablet, and you have mouth to be doing all this jiggy. Hi. I told him, don't worry. Let me just carry you to the taxi. Let me leave you and be going to my house because I'm tired of this thing was becoming embarrassing. We got to the taxi. So I tried to explain to the taxi guy that when you get there, you get paid. Taxi guy said he's not taking him more. Which I wasn't surprised, because there is already a prejudice against blacks. It's already a prejudice. When I say prejudice against blacks, just call it racism, okay? Though there's a prejudice against blacks, there's a prejudice against even being a refugee is on another level of that prejudice. And he himself was looking anyhow. So they would just know that this one is not that kind of person. They should not trust him. That's what in their mind will be going on, because I work with these people. I know I have an idea of how they think. And I told him, I was not trying to explain to him that when you get there, please, they will pay you there. I even told him we can call the person in charge now. You can talk to him yourself, and you will know he's the person you're going to meet when you get there. When you get there, you are allowed to drive into the compound. So this guy is not running away. It's not like he will jump through the window during your travel before you get there. And when you get there, just enter inside. They'll pay you. As the guy was trying to agree or not agree, he wasn't really okay with it. He got his pager rang that he should come and pick up somebody from the hospital. Just said that he has customer that is going. He drove off. It's okay. Before he even drove off, the next person on the line, because they had taxis lined up, was one after the other. So the next lady on the line now came out. This was where I knew that somebody had insulted me. But I have to tell myself that we are nothing but pencil in the hand of the creator, so that I will not be pride. I don't want to be prideful. So this what's her name? The lady came out of her car and came to what's the name again? To the man in his taxi, and started talking to him in another language altogether. I don't know the language, but it's a European language. I knew it wasn't French, either Polish, Russian, something. This woman started talking to him. I was not like, oh, it should go. I started trying to speak German with her so that she know that, hey, I speak German. I'm just trying to help this person. It's not because of it's not like we are dumb people. You can actually talk to me and I will explain to you what the situation is. She just gave me the hand like, please, I should give her space. I said, Jesus, Father, all the respect I've spent years. Let me not say years, but if for a moment it felt like I had spent so much time trying to build some kind of respect around here. Let me know, you get, it's a kind of, how I put, so that if you see me, you will know that just because I'm brown skin doesn't mean I'm dumb. I'm intelligent. I have a job. I get paid for it. And your life sometimes lies in my hands. And I'm not wicked. I will take care of you. I am not dumb. I will do the right thing. Like, I've been in that space since I came to James, since I started working in that hospital, trying to reinforce that again and again. And somebody just decided to do me like this because of what is her taxi. And I am black. And probably I don't know what I'm talking. I said, okay, I waited. As she was still talking, I told her, hey, Sabine. And I was still talking. As she was still talking, I told her, wait. Okay, calm down. I work here. This is my hospital. This is where I work. Can I explain something to you? She gave me the attitude again. I looked at the boy that I carried to come. Because this boy was obviously younger than me. I looked at him and told him, sure, you have seen the embarrassment you're causing me. Thank you. Thank you. Well done. He was not coming to say, no, that he cannot take this rubbish. I say, if you raise your voice. Like, it makes month line bring a cane. I say, if you raise your voice. You now calm down. After all of this, the guy drove off. The lady entered and came with her car. And as let me explain to her, she told me I should wait. She started making this call. I think she was calling her head office to ask them if it was okay for her to carry a refugee to the camp. I allowed her to make her call. She was making her call. Me, I don't tire. I said, let me wait. By the time she was done, and she now told me I should explain. And I started explaining to her what happened and what was going on. Then she said, what did she even say again? Then she asked me a few questions that how did he end up in the hospital? Did he come for treatment? And I said, no, that he... And I even put a nice... Instead of me to say that he ran away, I said he got lost. He was trying to find his way somewhere. He now got lost. The lady now said, oh, that if he's lost, then she cannot help him if he got lost, too, that he should find a way back. I said, God, after all this waiting and giving me attitude since. I said, no, wahala. And I told her, okay, how much is it from here to where this guy needs to be? She told me. And she told me it was things paining me that I risked my money for a brother and they still acted anyhow. She told me it was 27 to 28 euros. Because she said in her mind though that the way she will calculate it, or that she's not sure because the taxi actually runs with time. So the longer you are there, it will keep counting. So she, in her mind, she said usually it's between 27 to 28 euros. In my purse, I didn't have any change. I only had 30 euros. So I thought of it. I said, Jesus, if this is the sacrifice, just give it. I gave it to the lady. I told her, please, okay, at least this is a surety that you are going to be paid or you have been paid. So now take the money. Please drop him there. When you drop him there, find the same guy I told you about. Get your money from him and give this guy that does not have thank you in his mouth the remaining 30k, the remaining 30 euros. This guy beside me started, oh no, why will you pay for that? Why will you pay for that? Like, how can he pay me back now? I said, Jesus. From one embarrassment to another embarrassment. Is this guy, how is he doing you? What did you drink? What did you eat? Anyway, as he was doing all those things, I just said, let me leave there. The guy went, collected the money back from the lady and came and gave it back to me. Really gave me the money. I took it on. Me, Boge, say no to my own money again. It's you that paid, it's you that work for it. I collected the money and went and stood back in the bus station. I just say, there was a closer bus station there, so I just quickly went down and stood. I was waiting for the bus so that bus would just come, let me go, because I'm tired of the embarrassment. This is where I work. It's somehow, this is not the first time I meet people who are stranded and I try to ask them, what is it? Because I know how it is to come to a country and you don't understand anything anybody is saying. It's very demoralizing. Anyway, I now collected my money and stood away. As I was standing there, boss was not coming. I looked at the time, boss was going to come in 5 minutes. I said, God, I'm going to be here waiting for this thing to finish. The next thing, the guy started beckoning on me. To say how disrespectful this person is, for him to be a Nigerian. Not to know that if you're going to call somebody, you should walk up to them and say, excuse me, please, can I see you? Please, can you come? No. From where he was doing me like this. Come. Come. I tire. I went back to him. I just told myself, what meaning is my life right now? Let's go now. I went back to him and hello, Timmy Phoenix. I went back to him. And then the lady had agreed to take him back to the camp and that they would pay her there. And probably when I gave her the money, she realized that this wasn't anybody trying to scam her, that it was a legit issue. After the guy not entering the guy, and I told the guy, oh yeah, enter the car. Why did you call me back for? Enter the car. He now entered because the lady was speaking only German, so I had to explain to him and translate. So I told him, oh yeah, enter the car, let her be going. He was not there making guy, God. This guy was making man for me that in my house, in Nigeria, we have house. I have a house. It's just that they shot my father, but my mother is alive. I have a house. I'm like, you have a house and you took the risk. You took the risk to go through the desert to come to Europe. You have a house. Are you lying? Are you lying? Can you just not talk again? Anyway, let him enter car. He was making guy to enter car. I was all looking at him. All this thing I'm telling you was that time. And this I'm telling you was 1 hour later that he finally agreed to enter this car. That he finally now said, oh, okay, thank you. What can I do for you? I'm like, Jesus. This boy, I don't know if I look like a baby. People, please look at me. This guy was claiming to be a minor. But he had the guts to be asking me, what can I do for you? As per sugar daddy. No, come and buy me car, buy me a house. Is that what you are gonna do? Or they're making guy for me? I told him, okay, enter your car. He said, okay, please, I should give him my number. At that moment, your chest want to burst, but you're holding it inside and telling yourself, I have sense, I'm a calm person. Nobody can turn me to a crazy girl. Anyway, that's how the guy, hello Kelvin. Anyway, that's how the guy entered the taxi and they drove off. Me, I started going home. And at this time, it was already past 3, it was 3:10, 3:08, 3:10 around that time. And this is me that left work since 2 o'clock. So this issue actually brought up one matter yesterday. I posted it on, there's this group on Facebook called Africans in Deutschland. For those who are interested in moving to Germany, that's one of the platforms on Facebook that you should be a part of, so that you can start getting used to the issues and like talking to people here anyway. So I went to go and put it there. I went to put the issue there. I didn't even put all of this story. Let me even read exactly what I posted because I felt like I was completely misunderstood. So I wrote, I don't know if this has been dealt with before, but we need to have a discussion with our people who come here as refugees. I just met one now that succeeded in wasting 1 hour of my time because I wanted to help him. Who sent me safe? How do we demand the respect we deserve if some of us behave like this? I posted it and a lot of people took it that I was labeling people refugee. See, I'm smiling. What do you want? So someone saw it and assumed that I was labeling everybody a refugee or labeling people refugee. If you don't name a problem, how do you solve it? I already have a feeling, or since I came to Germany, this has been my experience. I don't know if it's different, but this is my experience. I don't know what you want me to smile about, Uncle Kelvin. Anyway, guys, Kelvin is a nurse working in the UK. Hi, UK, my UK connect. Anyway, so, and he's also a musician. You guys check out his music. I have one of his music on my channel. I use it to do a pre-wedding shoot video. Anyway, so moving on. Yeah, I was not like, since I came to Germany, I already noticed that when somebody is a refugee, this is my experience. So when somebody is a refugee, you can see the clear-cut divide. So when you're talking to add me on, Rhoda, I'll add you. Please, I'll add you, Jajel. Send me a request, Rhoda, then I can reply to that request. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, we can do that now. Rhoda to come online. I think I sent her. I hope it worked. Yeah, so hey.
Yes.
Auntie,
I had yesterday in my mouth. Sorry, on my teeth. Sorry.
What happened?
My wisdom teeth. Wisdom teeth.
Oh. You are just growing your own now. Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, see.
All of us have need grainy since. We the big girls on the club. I've grown our own teeth.
3 years I've been enjoying this pain. Yesterday I just decided, okay, let me eventually go and do it. They didn't pull it out, right? They just opened it up so that the teeth can come out. But enjoy your story. I've had experience in Germany before, right?
It's true. You've been here a couple of times.
Yes, same Nigerian people. So I went to Germany. Oh, let me first say on behalf of Nigerian people that get set. You're a nice person. You tried, like what you did was very nice. It was very nice of you to do that. It was very, very nice. And I know you that you're a nice person. So don't mind them, Jare. So when I went to Germany this holiday, right? When I got there, I was staying in an hotel, right? I was enjoying myself. I would just go out by myself to go and shop. I did not know anybody. I did not understand German, but I would still go out. I was enjoying the shopping experience. I even went to High Street store. I went to Chanel shop. 5,000 US.
You have money. Even me, I'm afraid to go to those shop now.
I did not go and buy anything. anything. I did not go and buy anything. I just went, but I was so confident in myself. I know that when you travel by yourself, right here, I have this extra confidence because even if anybody treats you anyhow, nobody will be able to tell the story because you travel by yourself. So I was in Frankfurt, right? I went to a Nigerian restaurant. So when I went to a Nigerian restaurant, right, they were like, they have a party in the night that day. So I said, okay, let me go to this party. I went to buy clothes in which store did I go buy clothes there? What store I went to buy clothes there that I'm going to party. And I've been shopping anyway. So I have this driver that the second time I went to Germany, I met him at the airport. He's from Ethiopia. So I gave him my number to come and pick me because I did not know the place. And as you said, your money runs with the meter, right? So he took me to the park. I told him, next 30 minutes, come and pick me up because I don't know anybody. Come and pick me up. In case, and I don't have phone don't have internet on my phone. I could not call him with normal line because of I don't have German number, right? So I went to the party, Nigerian party. When I got there, the feeling was like as if I was in a beer parlor. That's the feeling. Okay. Feeling I had, right? That's how fight broke out. Around 10, is it 11 or something? I sat down there. The man did not come and pick me. Maybe he thought, this girl, let her enjoy herself. The place was very, very far. I don't think it's outside Frankfurt. I don't know the address. I just told him what they told me. Right? I went to buy jollof rice, and they invited me to Nigerian party. The party broke out with 3 Nigerians there. Basically, it was because one of them, one woman brought one man to Germany, right? And then he was cheating on her with somebody else. Somebody else was in the party. They already removed weed. This Germany, this Germany in Frankfurt. I think I've told people this story. The fight broke out. I said, if I stay here, it is visiting visa I have. This one, if police should come here, if they come and arrest me, there's nobody I'll call to come out here. I'm very glad. The woman already removed wig. This is serious fight, so you expect that. I've never seen something like that. You expect that people in that kind of first world country, they'll behave themselves. See, I said the only person I'll be able to call is my daddy. I think my daddy should hear that I went to party. Yeah, in party. I'm a pastor. And he will never let me travel by myself again. Nobody told me twice, right? I carried myself inside snow. It was snowing, very cold. I did not have jacket because the driver dropped me, and I went inside the party thinking it would be hot, right? So I'm not going to. It will be warm, right? So no jacket. And again, now said to dress. Hey, I'm going to party. I'm going to party. See, I went out. First of all, the cold entered me at first. I said, no. All what was in my head was my daddy. My daddy was not here. They come arrest me in Germany. In Germany. Party. Do you know, as I went outside, they brought the fight outside also. I don't go agree. They started speaking Igbo language, started speaking it was serious fight. I'll say, hey, Jesus. This one.
They are both black people now. The two ladies fighting.
Nigerian. Yes, it was Nigerian party. Everybody was Nigerian. They brought the fight outside. That's how I started walking. I know I just was looking for them. I said, all I was thinking in my head is, hey, my daddy must not hear that they arrest me in Germany. Who will I call? They came outside. You know how people try to be breaking fights? That was, thank God, my body was getting used to the cold, small. That was moving like that. But it was not like it was snowing
I
heavily.
go pass cry from you.
It was not snowing heavily, right? But it was very cold. It was
Okay.
not snowing
It was
heavily, so it was
cold.
but it was
Snow
very
self
cold.
is not even cold. It's after the snow that it's cold.
Yeah, that's how I moved though. I was going close, moving close. Thank God, that's how my driver just came. Woo! Thank God. That's how I left the
This is
place.
30
I said,
minutes, sha.
that's how God saved me. Because I was like, I was thinking in my head, the thing shocked me that how come these people they are in abroad and they are behaving like this and they are shouting like this in Germany. They are shouting like this. Do you know how
Forget
many
it.
people would do anything to be in this country? And that
Forget
time
it.
God said Nigeria has not yet bad like this. But I was still thinking that
Yeah.
why are these people acting like this? Why are they fighting? The man was really angry. She said she no go agree. This that I mean I don't even understand though. I don't know how to speak broken English very well, right? So the way she was talking, she was adding Igbo to it. There were Yoruba people today. Oh. Now serious fight. It was serious fight. I was just seriously, these people. And when they come to Nigeria now, they'll be acting like they've come back from abroad. Speaking all sort of phone. That's how God saved me that day. Since then, like this. I've already put it at the back of my head. Whenever I go to any, and even the jollof rice gossip, it was not even that tasty, but it was not
Sweet
So I
again.
was saying that I should have bought yam or something like that else. I said next time, but next time gossip, I don't go to any Nigerian party. Which Nigerian party? By myself. And even Nigerian restaurant gossip, even though I have Nigerian restaurant here. There, I said no. I don't want to associate to them over there because I have visiting visa. I not even the visa I got. I was planning on taking on. I applied for transit visa, right? And when I went to the embassy that day, God just did it for me. They gave me Schengen visa. So I was like, still up.
Enjoyment.
So I'll be able to travel to any Schengen country, right? So I was happy. I said, that's how they'll take me to police station. They'll before they deport somebody back because of fights that do not concern me. That mean
You're not even concerned.
I think most people, right? They don't understand something that even though we Nigerians we have a lot of pride, right? We have a lot of pride, but at the end of the day, you're in a foreign country. There are certain things that you cannot be shouting. Even in Nigeria, gossip, if you are shouting this, that, except your father or your family is one influential family, you cannot just be shouting.
You cannot be shouting who could you know who I am? You can't be.
It's just like going to shout no shoji. Do you know who I am? Who know is your father's phone name on your head?
They'll go beat you, come and so.
If you father's phone name on your head, and the people that want to post things in the group chat that they're supposed to understand like where you're coming from, they will not. Nigerians, we are very full of ourselves. Very full of ourselves. Do you know who I am? Okay, who I am, don't worry. If they're not sending back to Nigeria now, it's not on his passport. They are going to write he was deported.
Do I know for him? I don't know. I was trying to calm the guy down. The guy just they do this. I'm like, this guy doesn't even have an idea the decision he's trying to make. I think his style was he wanted to like do ginger, let them now beg him. I think that was his idea. I think that's his style. I even went as far as calling a friend that also came through refugee this thing to help me talk to him. Maybe there's something with that they understand each other because they have gone through the same experiences. Maybe they know what to, because I don't know what to go through. I really don't. They talked to her and finished. She still tell, they say they shout say one go out. I beg, see, forget all those things. So that's why me, she see party since I came to this country. I shall not go party before. But anytime they say, let's be going, I'll be looking very well because you don't want to put your leg where you don't want to be. I remember I met this guy. He even lives close to where I live now. Said they're having night party in his workplace. His workplace is like a bar. They said I should come. I said, I'm not really a nice person, night party kind of person. That no need, thank you. He's Nigerian. The next thing I hear is, I should come more that maybe I'll find white guy to marry so that I can get papers. I just look and say, this is where our problem is. Our mentality is very different.
Yes,
You did
even
the
in
hustle paper.
mm,
I did the hustle career.
yeah.
We are very different people.
Yes. Even in this place, gossip, I don't go out. I don't go to club. I don't. That's just me. I mean, because again, I have business and a lot of people know me. You don't want anything that they say, the whether dogs are. In fact, people don't even call me the boy girl. That everything roda. So like my reputation is very important to me. So I don't like even putting myself in a in a position whereby
Questionable.
people say, yes, in a questionable position. So I just try to be by myself, be in my house, this that. So, but that boy needs prayer. He needs them to MFM. They should pray for him because it's his village people that don't want him to stay abroad. It's his village people. He needs to fast and
I
pray.
was thinking this guy was not there making mad for me that he came through Libya. That and I told him, will you sleep outside? He said that he slept in desert. That desert is cold, that he can sleep here. I'm like,
As if sleeping in desert is achievement. The way some people used to think back, I just used to wonder why, like, yeah, abroad,
and
just
you think
compose yourself when you get everything you want, your documents, and then build something for yourself where you are, It's like, even myself, I see it, like, I was thinking about it the other day, and I tell my mom that it's God's grace, like, I'm here, things are working out well for someone is making money and all those things. You're able to live a, like, more than comfortable life. Do you know what people are going through in Nigeria? Do you know how the economy is? Even rich people in Nigeria, they are feeling the whole thing. And then God will now
they're
put
even
you in a
planning to run, plus all
Mhm.
their money.
Yes, in the midst of pandemic, God now put you in a place whereby you are still comfortable, you are able to eat, you're able to, at least you see how to put
Your
yourself
life is
together.
still running.
Yes, your life is still going on well. You still, like, you will be happy and all that God, though, at least some people are suffering this, that. Even in this corona, I did not die. Like, I still have health and all those things. Some people think it's ungratefulness sometimes.
As in, hey, and it was so his ungratefulness was so smelling. Because it's not about even sometimes at some point I was not even remembering that he should tell me thank you. It's just the way he was shouting. The one that paid me is they did not buy me clothes. I
Uh-uh.
did not come. They did not buy you clothes. That's what's
The,
paying you. The German government is supposed to buy you clothes.
I wonder who used to buy someone clothes. Which government used to buy someone clothes? Some people used to have
Did your government buy you clothes and you are here and you cross 7 seas to reach and cross 7 deserts? If your government could buy you clothes, will you be here?
Exactly. Nigeria buy you clothes.
They bought it's just this phone that they bought for me. I'm like, how can you be this ungrateful? If it's me that as I came to this country, they gave me a lesson. All this noise I'm making about Germany, you would have it times two. And they dash people. These people, like, they don't dash anything. This country does not dash anything. Like, their system is so structured. You get what you deserve, what you work for. It's so structured. So anyone when you get, carry it and be running. If you need more, ask, beg, look for. I know there was a time when I came newly. Hey, when I came newly, I heard that they were refugees. I will collect clothes from people that are not wearing clothes, gather it, carry it to church, give it to the refugees that used to come to church. Go. This is not just my clothes. I'm like, and somebody just. He should go home. He should go back to Nigeria. When he reach there, he should greet the people for me. Thank God I not give him my number. And do you know the beautiful thing? At the end of this whole issue, that's when I now realized that, hey, I didn't even give this guy my name. Oh. I said, thank God, because you cannot find me.
It's good, Jerry. You don't want anybody to cover you. People are wicked, though. You should not take this. What is doing him to do you also? Please, it's good though. It's God that saved you. You did your own as a nice person. You did your own as a child of God, and God will pay you back. You took your time, everything that you could have used to do other things. So don't worry, Jerry. Don't listen to anybody. Some people will not understand where you're coming from, and except if they've had similar experiences or they are someone that they are open-minded to know, okay, oh, these are things that. See, that day at the party, I was shocked. They even asked me, do you want to drink? I mean, I did not even used to drink then, gossip. So, and I'm not someone that will just drink. I like drinking regular, and I've even stopped because I keep having kidney stone and all those things. But
Mm.
When I got there, it was like they just put table and chair, and everything was
So what,
more or
you're
less
about to
like
sign
I
me
had the
out.
feeling of beer parlor. And I was, my
Mm.
small body already. I look like as if I'm even under 18, that I'm not supposed to be here. And you people started fighting in
So they're
Germany.
about to sign me out in few seconds now. So
Mm.
anyway, let me just say bye bye. Thank you
Yes,
very
it
much
was
for
nice
coming
talking to
over.
you. Yes,
The next
yes.
time I will.
Esther,